Hello, good afternoon. How you doing? It's Gus Tucker, and it's Financial Freedom Friday. How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing well. And I need to check something real quick. But it's great to have you here. And we're looking forward to covering our topic today, which is conversations about net worth. Because at the end of the day, everything is driven by your net worth. Okay? And we are going to basically live and die by our net worth. And so as you're building wealth for the future, you're really talking about your net worth. People talk about having money for retirement or living in retirement, but it's all about your net worth. So as you're executing the 8 financial breakthroughs, one of the outputs of the 8 financial breakthroughs is improving your net worth. Okay, so let's talk about that. So as it relates to your net worth specifically, and your net worth, and we'll get into this definition, net worth is your assets, what you own, okay, minus what you owe. That equals your net worth. Okay, so that it's a positive number to have a positive net worth. And one of my coaches says that wealth is your ability to create value for other people. Wealth isn't money. But net worth is a money measurement. And it's a measurement of your activities, of what you've done to acquire money, cash, and other things of value, assets that put money into your pocket. To acquire those assets, you've had to expend some time and money to get them. So your assets minus your liabilities is your net worth. So as we're looking to build our plan, and I want you to think about this as it relates to your plan, your financial plan, your wealth building plan. Do you have your goals written down? Are your goals written down about where you want to end up at the end of this month, at the end of this year, over the next 5 years? As I'm saying this, I'm saying it to myself and saying, self, you need to update your numbers because you're about to do something that's going to impact your business model. You need to look at the numbers and see how that's going to play out in the future. So I'm right with you on this. Make sure that as you've analyzed your needs and evaluated your options and the plan you're recommending, that it makes sense. But after you've got the plan down, it's all about execution. You got to take action to make things happen. Then it's managing your plan towards the numbers. I was just talking with the producer of the show about that whole process of understanding, planning, executing, managing, and making sure that all the parts of the business are working together. Okay. In your household, if we're talking about your household, that's a business. Your business obviously is a business, but everything you do economically as a family or as a separate business can be tracked by these things. Now, what we use, I'm a part of an organization called Financial Pro Network, and what we use as products and solutions, basically, if you have a financial goal of some sort, you're going to use one of these products or solutions or something like it. This is just a snapshot. You're going to use something like it to put your money in for it to do the job that it needs to do for you. This list is why you need a financial professional. And no, even one financial professional is an expert at all these things. We work as a team. Okay? That's why it's Financial Pro Network. We work as a team of financial professionals to be able to help people with all these items. because you're going to need some level of all of these items to create your wealth. Our first goal is financial stability. We've talked about that, just so that money and month come together and you don't have a month left over, but you don't have any money left over. Level 2 is you got money and month coming together, but now you got 3, 6, 12 months of income out there to handle any kind of negative situation that comes up. Anybody had any negative situations this summer? Anybody's air conditioning go out? Is that a pain in the neck or what? Anybody's refrigerator go out? Another pain in the neck. I've got one client that both things happened to him, just weeks apart. So financial security is having money and month come together, but then having 3, 6, 12 months worth of money to cover your living expenses should something happen to you or your job. Level 3 is having all those things above, plus having an opportunity fund where you've got money set aside, 3, 4, 5, 6 figures, 7 figures set aside to take advantage of business opportunities that come up. Do you know how to stay poor? This is an acronym. If you got a piece of paper, you can write it down. P at the top of the paper. P is for pass. P is for pass. Then you got O. P-O. O is for over. Pass over. P-O. The next O, as you write poor down the side of the page, is pass over opportunities. Pass over opportunities. And the R is regularly. How do you say poor? Pass over opportunities regularly. Because you can't create financial abundance without taking advantage of some opportunity. You just can't. And financial abundance is money and month come together. We got money set aside for emergencies, 3, 6, 12 months. You've also got money set aside for opportunities. If you want to buy and sell a company, buy whatever you need to do, you got money for it. Financial abundance is having all those things and then having multiples of the money you need to live on come in. Let's say you need $5,000 to live on. You got 30, 40, 50, 60, $100,000 a year coming in. And your income is not that great. I mean, your expenses really aren't that great. Awesome. That's where we want to be. These are the 8 financial breakthroughs. We're over here on future income and the net worth. We've covered 1 through 5. Now we're over on number 6, future income and net worth, which is huge. Because future income means at some point you're either going to want to stop working or slow down working. Anybody in that camp? Either going to stop working or slow down working. And you don't want to be working for money. That's why we're covering these 8 financial breakthroughs, which is now an Amazon bestseller. And our new book has the sticker on it. Amazon bestseller. These are some of the financial education classes that we will be offering on our website. Okay? Stay tuned. Come back to our website from time to time, myfinancialpronetwork.com. Register on the website so we can get information out to you when the website changes, when new things are happening and stuff like that. We can get that information to you. So what's the email address? Just go to info at myfinancialpronetwork.com. Info at myfinancialpronetwork.com. Or just go to the site, drop us off your information. We'll put you on the mailing list. Where are you on your financial timeline? Are you on the accumulation side where you're building income, building assets toward financial independence? Or are you on the distribution side where I've got all the money I need, now I've got to take a distribution rate that I'm going to run it on, and then it's going to just keep working until retirement is done, then I'm going to leave stuff for the next generation. Which that's the next breakthrough. It's about succession planning. Okay? Network Conversation by Chris Gardner. Anybody know who Chris Gardner is? Will Smith played him in the movie. Your net worth can fluctuate, but your self-worth should only appreciate. Self-worth going off the chain, continuing to go up, continuing to go up. Not like this. I love me, I hate me, I love me, I hate me, I love me, I hate me. That's a whole nother illness. Your net worth can fluctuate a little bit, but it's a guy that should only appreciate. Should only go way up, because every day you're getting better and better. Every day you're getting better and better. Let's move along. Okay, net worth conversation. If you don't build your assets and your net worth in the present, you won't have cash flow and cash for the future. Well, another friend said this way: if you don't save money now, you won't have money in the future to save you. Come on, somebody. So we want you to be able to live the way you want to live, not the way you're forced to live once you're no longer working. Because we don't want you to be 60, 70, 80 years old and working very hard to maintain your lifestyle. And it's very hard to do, given the kind of jobs that are available to people. So we need to be building our net worth when? Right now. Your net worth is assets minus liabilities. What are your assets? Stuff you own that puts money in your pocket. Cash, real estate, businesses, intellectual property. Minus your liabilities. What you owe that takes money out of your pocket. Essentially expenses and debts. Okay? Assets minus liabilities equals net worth. Okay? Now let's look at this. Here's the reality of it. Most people can't save their way into retirement, or whether they decide to reduce capacity of work or decide not to work. Not to work for money at all. Most people can't save their way into retirement. Why? These are the reasons. One, they started too late. Most people started saving for retirement too late in their work life. And then they're trying to play catch up. Money margin. When the end of the money and the end of the month come together, people don't have much money left over. And you're going to see how much you need to save at a high rate of return for a long period of time to have any real money. Money margin. People don't have enough extra to save. Rate of return on investments or assets. We have to develop the skill to be able to invest and to acquire assets that make us money. There's a skill that's involved in that. So that's a skill you have to learn. Tax advantage plan. Devise a plan that to reduce the drag taxes are having on you or on reducing your assets. So here we go. The net worth conversation. Most people can't save their way into retirement. Why? Started late time, don't have enough extra to save, money margin, rate of return. We can get you between 10 and 28% on your money. That's not a problem. Tax advantage plan. We can show you how to take advantage of taxes. But and then asset development plan. What percentage of your income down the road is going to be devoted to acquiring an income producing asset? That needs to start today. That some percentage of your money is designated to buy an income producing asset like what? Apartment building, a home, those kinds of assets. Now look, remember I said most people start too late? Let's look at this. If you had 30 years and you had a 10% return on investment, which is on the high end, the return of the stock market every year, at least 10%. If you had 10% return, how much you need to save to have $1 million? 2 million, 3 million, 5 million saved. How much would it cost you? Or man, how would you do that? Could you do that? Could you do that? Income is derived by taking a percentage of your investment as income. Let's use 4% as a distribution rate. If you have $1 million, and so you do, $1 million at 4% gives you 40% income for the rest of your life. The other piece is $1 million over 30 years at 10% yields you $40,000. But how much do you have to save over that 30 years to do that? $439. Let me ask you a question. Do you have $439 at the end of the month to save? Because you'd have to do that for 30 years to get to retirement. Let's say you're going to retire at 65. So from 35 to 65, you had to put away $439 to have that amount of money. And it goes up from there. 2 million. It's 80,000 in income, but you got to put away $880. 3 million in income, 3 million in savings and investment would yield you 120,000 in income for life. 7, and it take $1,316 saved per month to do that every month for 30 years. Don't miss a month. And then number 5, $5 million, which would yield $200,000 a year in income, is $2,100 to save. Now, question, how many years do you have left to save from when you'd like to slow down or stop working? Okay? How many years do you have to save? Well, if it's less than 30, guess what? You either got to save more money or get a higher rate of return if you've got less than 30 years. How much can you or are you willing to save every month? How much can you and are you willing to save per month? What returns are you getting on your 401k and your IRA? Are they over 10%? If they're not, you might consider moving the money around within your IRA or getting another one. This slide making sense? This is your net worth conversation. If you had 30 years and 10% return, how much would you need to save to have $1 million? $439 a month, every month, starting right now. It's over $5,000 a year, right? Which takes you to your $1 million. Okay? Same at 2, 3, 4, 5 million, depending on what your income level is and what you're excited about. How do you improve your chances to hit your net worth? Man, I'm never going to hit it. I'm way behind in terms of the amount I need to save, time. Change your environment. Who do you hang out with? What do you talk about? Who do you listen to for wisdom? 3 I suggest. Myron Golden, Dr. Olumide, Dr. Emmanuel Olumide, Garrett Gunderson. He wrote a book, What Would the Rockefellers Do? It's a great book. You should read it. And list the words you will say to yourself. Okay? Because that's the other person that shapes your environment. You, through the words you speak out of your mouth. Have positive, encouraging, and challenging conversations regarding money with your factory. Read your age in the number of books regarding financial stewardship. So here I've got these books here. I just want to show you. I'm going to read all these books before the end of the year. See this? This book is called Safe and Secure Retirement. This book is called Retirement Breakthrough. This book is taught What to Do at 62. The Protected Personal Pension Plan. Mistake-Free Retirement. 7 Lessons to Save Your Retirement. How to Create Wealth as a Career Person. You still have a job? How do you create wealth? Here's 400 pages on how to do that. See the family resemblance? Either. The Search for Power and Economic Justice by Claude Anderson. It's a good book. Careful when you read it, though. You can turn into a militant real quick. Boss Moves. This is Myron Golden's book. Boss Moves. Next thing, the environment. Okay, change your environment. Who do you hang out with? The words you say to yourself. Have positive, encouraging, and challenging conversations regarding money. Read your age and the number of books regarding your financial stewardship. So I'm not going to tell you how many books I need to read, but it's more than 35. Okay? Change your expectations. One of the things reading will do as you read about other people who've been successful, it will change your expectation. Raise the temperature of your expected success. What do you expect to make in your own business? $50,000? Raise it to 100. 100? Raise it to 200. 200? Raise it to 250. But these are the conversations you have to have inside your own head. Change your expectations. Raise the temperature of your expected success. And we're going to talk about at the end here, teach people how to treat you. 3, change your execution. Put proven and well thought out plans in motion now. Monitor your progress. Become accountable. Okay? Share your experience. Develop content about what you are doing and how you're doing it. With accountability. So that you get the best product. Be the example. Walk it out. Talk it out. Only tell your things about money and business that you want to manifest in your life. Don't run around talking about stuff that you're not interested in or you don't want to have an ongoing relationship with that person. You got to call it. Okay. You say, I got a late start on all this stuff. Saving for retirement. What do I do? I need to catch up. What do I do? You must develop some sort of business. Because earned income and going to a job every day is probably not going to cut it. I'm 99 and 9/10% sure it's not going to cut it. So point number 1, you must develop a business. Earned income will not allow you to catch up in April. In other words, if it's just going to be job income, you're not going to catch up. What business do you own? Now you start to think about what business do I own? What business do I own? How do you want to deliver value to other people? How do you want to deliver value? How do you want to deliver value to other people? Is there an area you believe God has equipped you to serve others? Couple things. I was looking for something. A couple things. Got a late start. I need to catch up. What do I do? You must develop a business. As I said, earned income will allow you to catch up. What business should you own? You have to decide, how are you going to deliver value to other people? Is there an area you believe God has equipped you to serve other people? Some things to consider. Real estate. There are all kinds of different real estate strategies. There's not just one. There's multiple real estate strategies. A direct selling business. I've been in several of those where you sell a product to someone, a tangible product. You could be in a digital business, create an app, or do business online and move a product or service online. There's all kinds of websites you do that with. eBay, Etsy, Shopify, Amazon, etc. Online business through a company or on your own where you sell a product or service. You could be in the content creation business where you're creating content that you market to other people. Education content, consulting content, teach people a skill, teach people an area that's important to them, but you're an expert in, and do it online. So, okay, I got a late start. What do I need to do to catch up? Own a business. Short and simple. So, what I was saying, I want to go back. Well, I showed you the books. Get serious about the reading, guys. Because when I read this book, An Economic Redemption by Bishop Wayne Malcolm, he's put his experience here. And he's telling me how to do what he's done. This gentleman here, it's called the School of Money. He was at our church. He's got real estate on 4 or 5 different continents. He lives in Nigeria, Africa. And he was watching the news about Detroit. He's in Nigeria, Africa. He's watching news about Detroit, and he ends up buying homes in Detroit. Now he's got over 40 homes in Detroit. And he was buying them for $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. Guess what they're worth now? Hundreds of thousands each. So what's your homework on the net worth conversation? Hey, what keeps you up at night worrying about your future? Write that down. Do you have disability and long-term care and life insurance? And life insurance with living benefits? Why not? Because this is the thing. You can have your whole net worth, right? And let's say you go to the hospital or have an accident. You pay the hospital through your insurance, but then you're going to have stuff left over. And then there's going to be things the hospital doesn't cover, your insurance doesn't cover, and you have to pay for that. Man, if we had long-term disability or life insurance living benefits, we could pay for those things and not hurt the money we've set aside for our retirement. Are you on time with your investment net worth development to meet your goals? Where are you at in that 30 years? We got calculators, there are online calculators. We can work through where you're at versus your goal. Are you getting the financial wisdom to make the right financial decisions? How do you do that? This book. This is my next book I'm going to start reading, Scale or Fail. I just finished one. Cash Flow Quadrant, Robert Kiyosaki. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The School of Money. This page is 600. This book is 600 pages. And then 8 financial breakthroughs. I'm going to read all these before the end of the year. How many are you going to read? How many are you going to read? Have you acquired the financial wisdom to make the right financial investment and tax gains? And the thing is, you got to put this stuff into practice. You got to put this stuff into practice. How do you want to live after you slow down or stop working? And how much is that going to cost? And how are you going to pay for it? What kind of conversations are you having about money? Are you having it about the lack of it? You have too much? How to make it? how there's not enough of it. Be careful what your conversations are about money. Money likes to hang out around people that think well of money. What financial table would you like to sit at? How can you get a pass to the seat? Because what they're talking about at the financial table that you're sitting at is going to determine what goes into your head, which is going to determine your actions. Who can support you getting to a new financial table? Who knows people that you don't know in a different income bracket than you are, who could help you meet the people in that income bracket and get with them? Last thing is schedule time with a financial professional so you can put these things together. That makes sense? Here's some quotes. To double your net worth, double your self-worth, because you'll never exceed the height of your self-image. Missing a T, the height of your self-image. Your network is your net worth. How do you value your network? Well, if you don't value it, cultivate it, nurture it, it becomes worthless. If you do value it, it becomes priceless. If you needed a job right now, who do you know who could get you a job making what you need to make? That's a part of your network. If it was a bad emergency and you had done everything you could and you were drained, who could you go to for a significant amount of money? Who would have it? That's a function of your network. So I get our book, 8 Financial Breakthroughs. I gave folks a chance to get a free book. Maybe we'll do it again. But the book is excellent. I really encourage you to get it and read it. Set up time to chat. If you've got questions, you can email. You can schedule a meeting through that QR code. Be happy to chat with you for 15 minutes or so to see how we could be of service to you. Love to do it. Book time with a financial professional. Again, I'm a part of Financial Pro Network, a minority-owned and managed network for financial services. And our goal is to, one, make sure that each one of you is financially educated in real time to be able to make the kind of decisions you need to make to win financially. And number 2 is to give people an equal income opportunity. There's an income opportunity involved with Financial Pro Network where you can make a significant income. So we're here to provide opportunity both for the income that you make so we can get the most out of it, and then 2, to help you create more income. So hey, like, share, post it up on your social media, share with other people, have them come in, and let's talk about it. How do we get you to financial independence, leveraging the 8 financial breakthroughs? Okay, you guys have a great day and take care.